Hey, how's it going? My name is Eric Echo, and I am more than just bored. I'm an amputee, I'm an artist, I'm a survivor, and sometimes I'm a disaster. But it's all right, because I can make it through it, and we can all make it through together. So go ahead, push that subscribe button, and I will teach you some of the tips and tricks I go to get my mind right and my physical body right for everyday activity. Let's do this.
This is Eric Echo, and this is a story about how I flipped my car when I was 16 years old. I had a 1994 Pontiac Grand Prix 4-door. I loved it. It was a great car. Definitely had enough room for me and my friends. And one particular night, my friends had got the idea to go to Club 112. Club 112 was a dance club basically for anybody who was like 16 and above. I don't believe them. Well, they obviously didn't sell alcohol. Well, against my mom's best wishes, I was allowed to go. So I'm driving there. And that was the first mistake because on the way there, I ended up drinking 2 or 3 beers. Now, granted, I'm driving. Drank 2 or 3 beers. I took some Xanax. I don't remember how many. And I know we were smoking. I know we were smoking weed, but that was just weed. And then we get to the club. Now at this point, I remember walking, and I remember talking to the security guard. That's pretty much the last thing I remember as far as being at the club. My one friend said that I was kind of argumentative when we left because I kept saying, hey, I didn't spend money to be here for a little bit, when in reality we had been there for like 3 or 4 hours. I did not know that. And I have one of the friends that rode with me, he needs a ride home, so I'm giving him a ride home. He said that I had curbed my car a few times on the way to his house, and I didn't remember that. He thought that I was just messing with him. I was just joking with him. But later he found out that I wasn't joking with him because after I dropped him off about 5 or 6 houses from where I was going, literally 5 or 6 houses, not 5 or 6 blocks, 5 or 6 houses, I ended up going off the road and going through a telephone pole. Took out the whole bottom of the telephone pole, left the top of it hanging in the wires. Ended up going through 3 or 4 mailboxes. Then a lady, not really nice lady, we used to call Grandma Alwine, and she had railroad ties in her lining her driveway, and the car had hit. It went like this, and it started pretty much teetering, and then it clipped a tree, this big tree that went like this. And when it clipped that, it threw the front end up, and then it really hit that ass end, and it just caused the car to flip. And we're talking hood over trunk. It landed upside down on the road. I came to when I heard all the loud noises from the wreck. And then I remember just being upside down and freaking out, thinking the car's got to be on fire. Like this, I got to get out of this car. So I was pulling on the seatbelt. I don't remember ever getting the seatbelt off. I just remember the next thing, I was outside of the car, and I was just basically standing there, and the neighbors were looking for my body. Ambulance came. They took me to the hospital. There was absolutely nothing wrong with me at all. I woke up the next day. I thought I had the most vivid dream ever. I thought, like, damn, like that was crazy. Then I walked out and looked into like where the car would have been in the driveway, and my car wasn't there. And that's when I realized that, damn, yeah, I really messed up. I really did flip my car. This is a real situation now. And then my mom, she's basically said, hey, we need to talk. She was obviously concerned. And as we were sitting there talking at the kitchen table, I pulled 3 pieces of glass off of my tongue. And that was super sketchy, and I wanted to leave as soon as I got done talking with my mom, because the next person I had to talk to was my dad, and that wasn't good. He came home later that night, and I was laying there watching TV. He came over to the couch, and he said, I'm going to beat your ass so bad, you're going to wish you died last night. He didn't say it as calmly as I said it, but when he said that, I think that was probably, that night was easily the last time that I had any respect for him. Ever since then, there's highs, like, high here and there, but I mean, that's just how it is. But that's that's another thing. But yeah, that's the story of how I flipped my car when I was 16, survived, no scratch, nothing. One of the many miracles. But, alright, y'all get back to work. Peace.